Okay, that's muted. We're good to go. Let me minimize. Okay, welcome everybody to Team Royals Call. Um, I'm excited, and I'm pretty sure you know why. Um, haven't seen the website today. I saw it Saturday and Monday, and then a call yesterday, and then a call today. The website is being put together. This is a brand new website coming. Go figure. Um, there's two back offices. We we already know that a promise delivered and Team Royal are mixed. Okay, that's that's the conversation going forward. There's not going to be two calls anymore. Okay, there's going to be one call on Monday because I need time to assist with enrolling and calling all of you and new people. There's going to be a full-blown presentation put together either tomorrow afternoon or Friday when I get off work. The presentation is going to be extremely detailed. I kind of went through it yesterday. Oh no, Tuesday when I was off. Was it Tuesday or Monday? Monday I was off. And I kind of, did a practice run and it was 47 minutes. So I'm going to chop out a few things that didn't need to be in there. I am going to add some more detail and rerun it again and see what it looks like, what it sounds like. I'm shooting for 30 minutes. Now, the 30 minutes, and the reason why I'm shooting for 30 minutes because people's attention span is less than that. If you notice, people watch reels and shorts. There's a reason why they're called that. They're very, very short. It's training people to look at just a little bit and then, do the rest in their head, which is dangerous because if you just get a little bit of information and make a snap judgment on a system, you've missed everything. Not just some of the thing, everything. Some things you can't look at a little short piece of it and understand all of it. It's impossible. Namely, cryptocurrency. Everybody's seen little short things with the little yellow coin going across the screen. You already know it's Bitcoin, but how much do you know about Bitcoin? Where did it come from? How was it designed? What was the man's name that made it? What is it being used for now? What's the price of it? You don't know. You just know it's Bitcoin because it goes across the screen, right? So the same thing goes with something that is extremely detailed. Now, it's probably going to piss a lot of people off, and I'm just going to be blunt. I don't care. If I don't explain everything that is involved in these two platforms and why they have been put together, then you'll miss the big picture. What is the big picture of A Promise Delivered, Team Royal? The big picture of those two platforms is to set you up for success. We've all had jobs. We've all had paid under the table, and you thought you were doing something. Remember that? You had the regular job, and you was getting paid under the table for the other job, and you was like, "Yeah, I got 6,000 or 600 this week." But what did you do with it? Where did it go? Just like you got it under the table, it went out the other side of the table because there's nothing there. The objective of my intent for A Promise Delivered, like I said before, is not just to put some money in somebody's pocket. It is to make sure the money stays there. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat for the rest of his life. Hand him a fish, he'll eat today. What happens tomorrow? So I'm saying all that is to say this. I want everybody that's listening to my voice right now. Your life is about to change in a very dramatic way. A very dramatic way in a very short period of time. Remember the shorts. I looked at the past 5 months. 5 months. Jumping on the calls, putting out fires, enrolling people, listening to complaints, people quitting. And at the end of the day, today, at the end of the day, the only thing I can think of is a solid foundation across the board, times everybody. Now, again, and I'll say this bluntly, everything is not for everyone. We just had a session with the enrollers and the callers not more than 5 minutes ago. We were on the call going over some things, going over practice calls, going over, what the form should look like. Speaking of form, got some huge news. I'll wait for the end. I'm going to see how many people stay to the end because I'm not going to say it until then. Going over those things. And in the back of my mind, as we were doing that call and talking to one another, I was thinking, wow, we're within days of having something brand new that no one else has, that no one else thought about, and is going to set you up for the rest of your life financially. Now, my job that I work every day pays me a certain amount of money for a certain amount of hours. And at will, if that man doesn't want me to work today, I don't get a text to come to work. I want you to think about something for a second. Imagine you have a house note, car note, dental note, whatever note, something that you are obligated to pay. You all know what I'm talking about. Bills. Every month, an envelope comes, right? And in that envelope is somebody saying, "Give me your money. I need what you got. This paper says you owe me $4,000. Your payment right now is this. Give me that part, please." Now, I'm taking you a little short story just to show you something. My job is construction. So I'm at will to the weather and an individual that owns the company. So there's two factors that decide whether or not I work. Two factors. One is natural, weather. The other one is I'm not going to use those words. You get my point. At will, it could rain tonight and tomorrow I don't work. Or if something is happening with him and he decides I don't need that many trucks today. Just do 3 trucks. Suppose I was number 4. That means I don't work today. Right? Now let's watch this. It's raining today, no work. Tomorrow he only needs 3 trucks. I'm truck number 4. That's 2 days off. That's 2 days of income I don't have. Are they going to wait for me to get in the truck again? Are they going to wait for it not to be raining? Nope. Every month. You get my point? Now, Team Royal, when it is fortified, which means having a position, having the outside position, and 3 people under you. The system is set up 3 under 3. Someone said to me, well, what happens if there's no more 3? What happens then? Everything you built goes in the trash. I thought about it. And I started going into a tangent, trying to explain a point. And that point is this: when you have a system that is designed to not fail, you don't have to worry about what if there's not 3. You don't have to worry about it. If you have a system that is self-sufficient and self-servicing, you don't have to worry about 3 people. Would you like me to give up one secret about a promise delivered? Just one secret. It only takes one. I'm gonna let that sink in for a minute. Probably, it'll probably take at least a year for you to figure it out. But I'm gonna give you the biggest secret, the biggest attribute of a promise delivered. It only takes one. And that's all I'm gonna say. But you can't say I didn't give you the ultimate information about a promise delivered. So with that being said, I would like to go over some more details about Team Royal. I requested from my upline a schedule of all the calls that they do. Training calls. There's the extradigit.com where that's Brian Beam, which is a trainer. He has a whole list of things that you can get into to promote your business, which is fine. There are callers or trainers that explain all those squares in your back office. Now, I got a big question because I asked somebody this question the other day, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. So my question to all of you that have joined the Jumpstart, and you've heard me talk about the products in the back office, how many of you have logged into your back office and looked at the products? A lot of you have because you've joined before, but when this individual told me, no, I haven't looked, I thought about it. I said, wait, you joined, but you didn't look at your own website? Wow. Wow. So I'm going to ask you some favors. And these are really big favors that I'm going to ask of you. They're simple, but I'm going to ask you to go to your back office. If you have a jumpstart position in Team Royal, go to your back office, and I want you to click on everything back there. All the little tabs on the left, the tabs across the top, the windows in the middle. Click on everything in there. And I want you to look at what you have at your fingertips. Right? You have to know your product in order to share it. You have to have a little bit of knowledge about what you have in order to share the information. There is one tab in particular up at the top right. It's called training, where a lot of these guys that do these calls are in the back office, in the videos down at the bottom, explaining that product. You don't have to go to their call. It's in your back office. Go figure. And if you've done it, thank you. I appreciate you for exploring the thing that you're paying for. To which is my next conversation. And I want to make sure I'm clear on this so that there's no surprises or why am I paying this much? All right. And this is only for those who have the jumpstart position. The business position, the outside membership, have a monthly obligation of $149 each. That's $300. When you go through a promise deliver, you take the second position, which a promise delivered pays for it for you. A lot of people are thinking that you have to buy it. No, that's what the fourth grade does. Those two positions, $150 each, that's an additional $300. You go through and come back again, get another business position. These are LLCs if you're a jump starter. You get the main business position, outside membership, it's 149 times 2, that's 300. There is a total of $900 in business overhead. So we have to think differently now. We have to think differently and we have to do things differently. I don't want you to treat this like a MLM. You just throw some money at it, you wait for the money to come out, and that's it. That's not this. These are actual, real businesses. Okay? They're real businesses. A business has overhead. Does McDonald's, for instance, have a machine in the back where they put water in it and some seasoning and pull the handle and 10 hamburgers fall out of there? Do they have something like that? Probably do. But you get my point. No. They have to call up a producer of beef and ask them, we're, McDonald's and we want to buy your beef. Right? That's the first part. That's the business. They buy the beef, it's coming in half of an animal. Now that has to go to a butcher and then get all the meat off of it and turn it into hamburgers. That's the second phone call. They take the meat and process it, right? You made 2 phone calls so far. You ain't sold a hamburger yet. You've made 2 phone calls. Grow the beef, Produce the meat. All right? Now you got to make one more phone call. You got to get some employees. Can you come in here and cook my burger? Yeah. Have you sold a burger yet? No. Right? I just want you to think differently. So you've gone through these 3 steps. You have not sold a burger yet. And you spent money. You spent money. You're spending money because the employees is every day. Then you're going to have someone train them how to cook the burger. You got to pay that one and this one to cook it. We're only talking about a burger. One burger. You spent money how many times before you sold one burger? Think differently. Everybody's complaining. Well, I'm spending $149. Yes, you are. It's a business overhead. That's one cow. Outside membership, that's another $149. That's the guys processing the meat. Watch how this comes around, y'all. Watch this. You need 3 people. You need 3 employees, right? One to cook it, one to train how to cook it, and one to sell it. Right? 3 people. Do you see that concept? It's right in front of everybody's face, but you don't see it. All you see is I need a double Whopper, or I need a whatever. I don't eat there, but you know what I mean. I want a Big Mac. All you see is I need a Big Mac and a large fry and a Coke. You paid a little money and you're out the door. But what took place for you to get that Big Mac, large fry, and a Coke? Spending money. Now, I know that was a long, drawn out thing, but sometimes you just have to talk about stuff so people can see it. It was in front of you all the time. Every day has been in front of you every day, but you don't see it. It's like what's the saying? You can't see the woods because of the trees. You're looking at it. Team Royal's no different. Once you understand what it means to be in business, then you understand the concept to which I have built this for. You need employees. That's the 3 people, right? Those employees need employees. That's where Promise Deliver comes in. It's going to create 2 new employees for 1 person. So that 1 person generates 2 brand new people, brand new position. Where are they going? 1, 2, 3. Somebody to make the burgers, somebody to train the burgers, and somebody to sell the burgers. When you got that recipe, you receive an income. You had to pay those 3 people, and you had to pay for the beef, and you had to pay the processor to make burgers. That's that 149, 149. Now, the way we are doing this is the hard part for everybody to see. It's the woods. It's the forest. All you see is the trees. So when you see the forest, when you understand that there is a forest that you're looking at, then you say, oh, okay. Well, if you have the forest, we put the forest with the employees. What happens every fall? The forest drops seeds into the ground and more forest comes up, right? Let me just say this. I know that's a lot to take in, But I was thinking and I was thinking and I was thinking. When I do this presentation that you're going to receive in the next day or two, the forest will no longer be there. The trees will no longer be there because you'll be standing in the forest. You will be one of the trees producing seeds. Did anybody catch what I just said? You are part of the process. When you join A Promise Delivered, you create 2 new seeds. They go into the ground, which is the rest of the family, and create somebody's 3. Those 2 new seeds are going to be an extension of everybody across the board. Everybody is going to do the same thing, hopefully. Some people won't. Some people don't want to do A Promise Delivered because of the hesitancy, I'll just say that, to learn cryptocurrency. And I understand. I really understand. It's all good. Either way, you will be a byproduct of one of those forests, either the forest of A Promise Delivered or the forest of Team Royal. Because even if you come in as just a Team Royal participant, you still are part of the forest because you will become somebody's 3 and 3 will be under you. And it only takes 1. Sometimes it's hard being me. So let me say this. Everything is on the up. We are good to go. Like I said, we're just tweaking things, finishing off the back office, making sure it's going to be easy for you. Some things are going to change on these documents because I thought about that too. The sign-up process for A Promise Delivered is going to be fairly simple except for the documents. Now, what I'm asking him to do, and I'm talking about the programmer, is to make the application to join A Promise Delivered work in stages. As you complete this, the next stage opens. When you complete that, the next stage opens. There's only 3. There's only 3 stages. The 1 stage has to be there because you have to be able to have a chance to call your beneficiaries. You have to have a chance to call your witness. Now, this is what I recommend for everybody on this call and everybody listen to this recording. We're getting ready to launch. There's no question that it's getting ready to happen. So what I recommend to you, and I seriously recommend this, call your beneficiaries. Call them. Whoever it is you're going to be putting on these documents, call them now. Whoever you're going to use for a witness. And I can be your witness if you want. No problem. Call them. Get them lined up now. So that when you get your invite and you get called to be enrolled, you're going to set your appointment time. Okay? You're going to get a form here in just a minute. That's right. A form. Well, what's the form for, Tavo? Well, simple. I need to pre-qualify you. I need to make sure you're ready, right? And in there, you're going to select the day and time to be called. Wow. No more confusion. When you select the time and day to be called, that's what you tell your beneficiaries. Did the light bulb go off yet? Did the light bulb go off? Did the light bulb go off? When you set your appointment time for one of the enrollers to contact you, you do the same for your beneficiaries. Hey, I'm going to do an application on Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Is that, what's your schedule? I would talk to them first so you can have everybody in one spot at one time, sign the names and be done. Don't make the documents harder than it needs to be. Everything that I do is divinely guided. I didn't know I was going to make a form that was going to have an appointment time on it and then coincide that with your beneficiaries, your witness. When you make the appointment for that, you call them and say, look, such and such, I need you to. Okay, good. You good? Good. On that day, after you talk to the enroller, whatever, you call them, click, 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 sign, done. Go to the next part. There's only 3 parts to a promise delivered sign up. 3, and you're in. When you get this form, fill it out completely. Well, you have to because everything's mandatory. Bring up the calendar. Don't try to think, oh, what am I doing on this day or that day? Bring up the calendar and look at it. Pick the day that's good for you and lock it in. Put it in the form. Before you send the form off, so you don't have to edit it, call your beneficiaries. If they're your babies, you don't have to call them. But if it's someone else, call them because they need to be able to pick up the phone, hear what you're saying, because you can't send them a copy of it. It's going to be on your screen. They're going to listen to you read it. You've already seen them. They're not that crazy long. And they say, yeah, I'm good with that. Type their name in there and you're done. The last part is paying. Credit card, debit card, only for right now. Till we get big. Credit card, debit card. All right? That's it. You sign up, you're done. Put in your information. What I do recommend that you do, as far as Team Royal is concerned, is really nothing you need except for, now, like I said, when I start doing these descriptions, I'm not going to be talking about jump starters. That's a mute conversation just with whoever's there. But the main conversation is going to be concerning 2 positions. One with your name, the second with an LLC. That's it. Everybody that's coming is only going to do one in their name and the other one in an LLC. That's it. So everybody only has to get one LLC. Real simple. You don't have to get multiples. You need an email address for each. So that's 2 emails. That's how they separate their accounts. Everything else can go under the same information. And because it's only 2 positions, you can even leave your debit card there. Pay for them both with the one card, and it pulls that $300 every month from there. Right? 600. 3 for the first one, 3 for the second. So that 600 will come off of that card or another card that you designate. You can even split it up. You can do that afterwards. But for the most part, that's everyone's monthly obligation, $600. Now, what's coming back? How does everyone afford to pay a $600 monthly obligation for 2 businesses? Well, let's answer that question. Team Royal has royalties that you can use to purchase things on the website or withdraw it and put it on a crypto debit card and pay whatever you need to pay with cryptocurrency. Hello. As you become a member of Team Royal with 2 accounts, Your income from Team Royal is double. So if you're at $20 a day, you'll be at $40 a day. You're at $200 a day, you're at $400 a day. Do the math. Team Royal pays every day. Remember I was talking about my job? If they decide, hey, it's raining today, no work. Okay, I'll sit at the house and watch cartoons and eat bonbons. Tomorrow, the boss gets a wild hair up his hiney parts. I'm only using 3 trucks. Your truck number 4, you're off today. He just controlled my income for 2 days. He made it zero at his will. Promise delivered daily, sometimes hourly. Team Royal, daily, every day. Every day. Now, I know for a fact that there's going to be a lot of people that want to say, oh, you keep saying we're going to get this, we're going to get that. But I'm going to prove it to everyone here and everyone who is looking at everyone here. Don't brag about what you have received. Don't put yourself as a target. But everyone on this call and everyone listening to this recording, if you take a position with us, will be able to prove it to anybody you speak to, especially the people. I'm going to point them out real quick. You been paid yet? That's a Ponzi scheme. What's the other one? That's a pyramid. Uh, that's a scam. What's the other one? How long they been in business? Uh, what's the Better Business Bureau? What's their rating? Here's another one. Do they have a DUNS number? Stop it. Do you ask that question when you go to the lottery machine? Do you ask that question when you go to the casino? Do you ask that question when you borrow from Henry over there? No. Did you ask your job that question? No. They told you $10 an hour. You said, yes, sir. Didn't you? I did. And I know everybody on here that works did the same thing. But in this case, I am proud to say that with these 2 platforms, you will have a financial foundation of the likes you have never seen. You will be an independent individual when it comes to your income, which means you're not going to rely on anyone else saying what you can have and can't have. There is not a greedy molecule in my body, but someone stated it. Oh, you're greedy. That's your opinion. My intent is to have everybody that's connected to me and this platform, these platforms, to be financially secure in 1 year or less by my efforts and my team's efforts and your efforts. Believe it or not, you're part of it because you're going to be the ones that say, did you get paid yet? Yes. Is it a Ponzi scheme? No. Can you use that income as verifiable income? Yes. I did it. See this thing behind me? I got it through Team Royal. Not the blinds, the thing the blinds are connected to. There's proof right there. So we know it works and works well. A promise delivered is going to show off and show completely out You will have all the big box stores that I can get in there with products. You're going to have a bunch of things that you'll need, like the cold storage. They're going to be, I think, on third grade. Some of those cold storages are like $400 or whatever. Depends on what you want. But they will be all through the system. There's going to be cell phones. If I get the cell phone company set up, that's going to be the international product that's going to put us around the world with Team Royal. Even though we have enough right here in the United States to blow it out the water, especially the way we're doing it. Even the company didn't do what we're doing with their stuff. Come on, man. They didn't even think of it. So when we ask the question, does it work? Prove it. Sure will. All right, enough of that. Let me just say this. The announcement that I want to release is that you are going to, if you are part of the 75, you're going to receive an email. And in that email is a form to fill out. The form is called the pre-qualification form. So what are we doing with that? Simple. The callers are going to start calling along with myself to get the first 75 pre-qualified and ready to go. So when we get to January 2, the enrollers take over. And the enrollers will be calling you back on the time that you specify that you want to be called. And they will take you through the sign-up process. I'll say that again because I know that was a lot and you weren't expecting it. We're at the end of the call, so I said I would wait to the end. You're going to get a form to fill out if you are part of the first 75. I need you to pay attention. Some of you are not part of the first 75, but you're on the call and have been, and I appreciate that. There's no way for me to decide who's what where except for the first 75 by timestamp. We already knew this was picked, so the first 75 will be the first 75. All right, so let that go. Don't get all turned out of shape because you weren't one of the 75. Everybody's going in, but we have to start somewhere. What's going to happen when you fill out the form? Simple. You're going to put a time to be called. We're going to text you first. Okay? Why are we texting if you're going to call me? Because you won't know their number and everybody is ducking the bill, man, right? I ain't the only one. I know I ain't the only one on here ducking that bad boy. Everybody's ducking them, especially on the phone. You look at that phone, who's that? I don't know nobody over there. And don't even take the call, and you're one of the 75. So to alleviate that, the text is going to say, my name is Sean. I'm one of the callers for Promise Delivered. I'll be calling you at the time that you specified on the form. Here's my number. You don't have to put your number in there, but they'll see the number. Okay? And then when you call them or when they call you, they're going to re-say what they said. How you doing? This is Sean. I'm calling on behalf of a Promise Delivered. Remember the text? Yeah. Da, 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 da. And they'll go through their thing, pre-qualify you, you're all set. The pre-qualifying process is going to tell the enroller when you're ready to sign up. When you tell the caller your date and time that you're going to have the enroller call you, you want to have already called your benefactor or beneficiary, or call them on, call them after you set your appointment. I would call them before you set your appointment because you don't know your beneficiary might be at work that day. So You will have to do some work too. And don't worry, these things will be on the website because everybody's not on the call hearing what I'm saying to you right now. Okay? Details will be part of it. There's someone who says details, details. I agree. Details do make a difference. So it will be detailed in the presentation. Now that I've seen the back office, I can do a presentation. First 75, you're going to start getting called tomorrow when I get off work, and those guys may be calling you before I get off. I'm going to send the form out tonight. As soon as we hang up, I'm going to send the form out to 75 people. When you get the form, fill it out in its entirety. Don't make any mistakes. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Fill out the form and get ready for a text first and then a call. That's the way we're going to do everybody that comes in. Because like I said, everybody right now, especially this time of year, especially our economy, what that individual did to us is I'm not going to go there. But anyway, everybody's ducking numbers. So that's why we're texting first. So that you make sure you get your call, get pre-qualified, get ready to go. January 2, we start enrolling. That's when the fun starts. That's when the fun starts. After that, once we get the 75 in, the back office will be unlocked. Unlocked. That means the first 75 can go ahead and do their fourth grade or whatever and all that stuff. All that'll be happening. From that point forward, all green go in with a live back office. So as soon as they get in, they're going to see stuff popping and be able to jump right on it right then. After the green are in, we're going to do the white. That's 600 people. That's 1,200 positions if everybody does the 2 positions. It was designed for 2 positions. You're not forced to do it, but as you can see, if everyone follows the platform, how it was set up, it creates the 3 people that you need in Team Royal, right? So that's the plan. That's what we're going to do. After I get the green in, I'm going to make the phone call to both networks, and I'm going to ask them to help me produce a bona fide real commercial for A Promise Delivered. And the commercial will talk about Team Royal and all that. So it'll be just one commercial that talks about both. KOD is nationwide and international. So A Promise Delivered is going to go international day one. So if you know people that are in other countries, they can join A Promise Delivered. It's international. It's cryptocurrency. Everybody outside of the United States is already using cryptocurrency. We're the last one. All right. Chicago is Lewis Network. He'll be called. Same thing. Produce a commercial, or I might just have him do one, and I can take the commercial to KOD. One of them is going to do it, and I'll just share it with the other one. So the same message is being sent out everywhere. My objective is to prove everybody wrong that pointed at us and me saying you can't do it. It's a scam. You can't do it. I'm gonna prove every one of them wrong. every one of them with your help. All right, so everybody good with what you just heard and know now? We're going to change everybody's life. And I've already seen it completed over and over and over. We're going to lose a lot of people because of the simple fact they don't want to evolve. We're going to miss a lot of people because of a few other things. Hard-headedness, unwillingness to learn something new, you know, all the negatives, but I don't like putting out negatives on people. I try to see the best in everybody. Everybody's capable of learning something new, even though cryptocurrency is not new, just new to you. But we'll gain a lot, especially this other team. Those guys, they trade cryptocurrency, so we don't even have to ask them the questions. That's what they do. They just didn't have a platform that was legal that they could use cryptocurrency. Hello. I think we got that covered. Okay, so again, a lot of training. The calls are going to cease after February 2. There'll be no more Monday call. I mean, like a Monday update call and a Wednesday this or that call. It is going to be one call, Monday, 8 o'clock, presentation, overview, Q&A. That's it. Real quick, like I said, I'm shooting for a 27 to 30 minute or less presentation. If I can get it less, it will be. But again, I want it detailed to where there shouldn't be any confusion. It's really not that difficult to gather if you follow the steps and the instructions. They're, I think, pretty clear, but there still seems to be confusion. And hopefully through these Q&As, we can get rid of all that and move forward. All right. So one call a week, and then we're going to do testimonials. Testimonials will be, I think, we'll pick a day that works where I can be in front of the camera and do a testimonial with you to let you know how hard this is. I'm just kidding. So we'll work out. We'll work it out and get that posted. Keep an eye on the website. There's a lot of stuff that's getting ready to go on there. I'm trying to figure out how to make it look good and not just a bunch of stuff thrown on there. I got 3 pages of information. There's a strip of videos, a strip of them, the whole strip. It's just information. The more information you read about and listen to other people talk about it, because I don't want to talk anymore. Go figure that one. But maybe if someone else is saying it, it'll be easier to pick up. And I understand that. I'm not the easiest person to listen to. I get it. But for the most part, there's going to be a list of videos that I watched that you know I would use to learn something. As a matter of fact, 2 of them I did learn something from about Trezor that I'm not happy about, but it is what it is. But I learned it by watching one of those videos. So if I can learn something, everybody can learn something off of these videos, and I'll be adding them periodically. The presentation is going to be above the video. Actually, yeah, it'll be under the overview and above the Promise Delivered video. It's not in there yet, but it's coming. The presentation is, like I said, I need it short, but I don't want it so short that you don't understand that it's not clear. So I'll have to do maybe once or twice to get it right. Time is short. Of January 2 is not that far away. And I hope everybody's ready. I really do. If you're not ready, please get ready. Call your beneficiaries, call your witnesses. If you don't know which cold storage to get, if you don't know how to set up a wallet, if all those weird questions, get on it now. Get on it now. I'm telling you, we're getting ready to go. And somebody told me something that I have to actually agree with. I can't help everybody. You got to help you. If you want it, you can help you. It's not that difficult. It's not hard. It's only hard if you make it hard. Right? And there's some teachers on here. There's some, very special people on here that you've taught people stuff. So now it's your turn. I don't claim to know everything. You've heard me say that. I learned something tonight, as a matter of fact. I love to learn. That's why I try to read everything I see. All right, long enough. Let's go into Q&A. Sean. Oh, wait. I gotta turn the buttons. Hold on. I think you can unmute now.
Thanks, bro.
Absolutely.
How are you today?
Blessed and highly favored.
I knew you were going to say that. That's all. Awesome. Great evening to all. And I originally just had 2 questions. Now I have 4, and I'll keep them all brief and succinct. Right off the bat, I may as well start with, I saw Jillian post something in the chat. You said February 2nd the calls would stop. Did you mean January 2nd, or are you allowing a month after launch for Q&A and stuff like that?
I meant January.
You meant January. Okay, cool. So that takes care of that. The question number, well, whatever. I don't even know. When I joined the call, my phone kind of dropped and then it went dead. I heard something about you saying, and please correct me if I'm wrong.
I will.
All right, I heard you saying something about a new website. You said the website is being worked on. You mean the current one, or you mean there's another new one?
Another one.
Okay.
The programmer is designing a website for us.
Okay. To take effect after we launch with APD.
Mm-hmm.
Intriguing. Okay, cool. Okay, so then that leads to the third question I had, which, and again, correct me if I misheard. You later on stated today in this conversation that our monthly overhead is $600. So you validated that, but I think I heard monthly overhead might be $900 at some point. Is that?
If you have a jumpstart position, if you have a jumpstart, that's 300. You get 2 out of promise delivered, that's 300.
Wait a second. I thought we could not have 2 out of a promise delivered. We can only have 1 position.
You can have 3. You can have 2.
And a promise delivered?
A promise delivered is going to help you create 2 in Team Royal.
I understand that. So really,
so don't.
Okay, all right. So let me be clear. I need
Team
to.
Royal.
All right. So just 4 positions, correct?
So let me clear it up. Jump starts are only for, like I said, I think there's maybe 170 people that are in this category only. You have a jumpstart position.
I do.
Right. So now count with me. The business position is 150.
Okay.
The outside membership is 150.
Okay.
That's $300.
Okay, but when you mention that, are we removing the jumpstart position when you mention that?
Just count along with me.
Okay, I'll try it again.
Category. So your jumpstart is a total of $300 because 150 for the Business position, 150 for the outside membership. That's $300, right?
Okay. All right. Fair enough. And that's two positions.
Right.
Okay.
The business and the outside membership.
Okay. Got it.
Only one position. It's
Got
a
it.
one. When you go through a promise delivered,
Mm-hmm.
fourth grade, you get another 2 sets, or just a set, a business position, outside membership. You with me so far?
I am. I believe I am.
Yeah, that's $300.
Okay. So I have a total of 4 positions, if I am correct.
3.
3.
Jumpstart and 2 in Team Royal.
Right. So we're talking about the sister company, but also 1 in APD. No.
No.
Confusion.
All right. Let's slow it down. A full position means a business position and an outside membership. That's actually one position because you need both, all right?
Cool.
You're going to repeat that process twice from a promise delivered.
I got you.
3 positions, 3 sets. Each set is $300.
I got you.
3, 6, 9.
All right.
Got it?
I do.
Are you sure?
I learn as I go along.
Okay, so again, I'll break it down one more time. I'm gonna use these phones. When you got to jumpstart position, you have the business position, right?
I see you holding 1 item for both of those positions.
Right.
Okay. But right now I just have 1. I just have the jumpstart.
Right. Hold on.
Okay.
So you have the main business position.
Okay.
You need 3 people, right?
Correct.
When you get 3 people, what's your next step?
To sign up the bid. Yeah, you got it.
The outside membership.
Yes, 100%.
All right. When you do that,
yep.
This one's 150 a month. This one's 150 a month.
I got you. I'm following that so far. Yep.
All right. When you go into a promise delivery and you get up to 4th grade, you're going to get a voucher or whatever. We're going to call it a gift card for $400.
Got you.
$398 of it is going to be used to get your next business position.
I got that. I follow that.
And also your outside membership. You're not going to wait for 3 people. You're going to pay for both of them out of that $400.
Okay. I am.
All right. Then that was done. You're good with that one.
I am.
Come back to 4th grade again. You're going to get another business position.
Good Lordy, Lord. The money.
Okay, wait a minute now. Wait, stay with me. Out of that 400, it's just going to repeat.
Hold on, Montalvo. I'm so sorry, but both iPhone 2 and Joan Thompson.
Why we have open lines? What's the problem, y'all? Ain't nothing changed. Stay muted until I call on you, please. All right. So you come back around to the 4th grade. You're going to take that 400. You're going to get a business position again, right?
Ooh, Lord. Yeah.
And an outside membership.
Okay. Now I'm understanding where the 900 came from.
Because each set is $300, 150 for this one and 150 for this one monthly.
Man, can I tell you, I will happily pay $1,000 a month to swim in wealth. All right, I'm done. I think I have one more question, but I can't remember what it is.
That's okay.
Thank you for, I don't want to take anybody else's time too much. Thank you.
Oh, it's all good.
All
I
right.
need clarity. I need everybody to understand.
I needed that clarity and I got it now. So 100% I got it. I'm going to have many positions and I
Right.
like it.
You'll have three of
I
them.
love it. Got a lot of people to help.
Each pair is $300, but each pair is going to generate massive amounts of income, because as people do this process that I just said, when you go through a promise delivered the first time, they're going to get the first position. They get around the fourth grade, they get another one. Those two positions, fully vetted as a business and an outside membership, is somebody's three. Okay? When they go three, now that person is clocking because these are fully vetted positions. It's a difference than just putting a single QMD, which is a business spot. You put in somebody who has both positions, there's bonuses to that. Why do you think there's a $400 voucher? So you come in fully vetted. So when you go under somebody as one of their three, they get bonuses because you're fully vetted. And as we keep the process going, and somebody comes under you of this position, now you receive those bonuses because that position is fully vetted over and over and over and over again and again and again, times thousands of people. It's crazy. It's crazy. But like I said, when I do the presentation, it won't go that deep, but it will show where these obligations are coming from, why there's an overhead, and what you would expect to receive because you have that overhead. Not only from Team Royal, but also a promise delivered. Don't forget about a promise delivered. There's royalties coming at you for 12 grades. Could be daily, could be by the hour. I don't know how it's going to run yet. We only did fake positions. Now we're going to do live ones. The fake one was sick. It really was, with just a little bit of people. Sick.
That sounds great. I do have one more question.
Sure.
I like to keep my word. And Karen, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I'm going to try it, and I hope I don't mess it up. Karen Gillard? Gillard. Okay. She asked if she could be on my call list, so if we could put her on there, I would happily call her.
Sure.
All right, that's what's up. Yeah. I got you, Karen. I got
you. All right, David, Drew.
Hey, Matavo.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, one quick question. You had mentioned before that call our beneficiary and tell him about a promise delivered and get his okay and put his name down. Now, you had mentioned that anybody can be a witness.
Mm-hmm.
The witness can be, when we get the call to set up, that person's going to be the witness.
Oh,
it's just easier.
No, that person is just to call and get you pre-done.
Okay. Okay. Could you be a witness for me?
I'll do the witnessing. Those callers and enrollers will not put their name. I don't want.
Okay, yeah. It's easier for me if I do the beneficiary, because I'm going to make one call to the beneficiary. They're available anytime, but it's very difficult about the witness. So if you can help me out with that, that'd be appreciative.
It's temporary. Temporary. So,
it's a computer.
1 second.
I would have loved to see that. Yeah, but I didn't learn anything.
I don't know why we're opening up lines. Please don't open your line unless I'm speaking to you. Me being a witness is temporary. It's not permanent. So I'll step in and hold that position until you find somebody and then we'll amend that document, and that person will take over as a witness. All right?
Okay, I understand. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to get my own witness then. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
I recommend you guys get your own people on these documents. These are legal documents. So you want to make sure you got your folks on there. All right, you good?
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Anna,
Yeah, tell David we can be a witness too. I can be his witness also, right?
yeah, he's listening to you.
Yeah, members can be a witness also.
Absolutely. That's up to you. You guys can.
Thanks, Anna. Appreciate it.
And then, okay, I want to ask you, the 75 people, I thought those people already are in. They're not already in?
No one is in yet. No one.
Oh, okay.
Hasn't started.
So that's off your list, your first 75.
Yes.
Okay. And then I want to make sure people understand that Team Royal, not with the Jumpstart, but Team Royal, they can only have 2 positions, right?
No. You can have as many as you want,
You
but
can? Okay.
Team Royal is set up by email addresses. I don't know how many email addresses you have. You can get in there. Once you get in and take your position, if you want to join again, you can. It's just going to have to be with another LLC.
Yeah,
or
you're going to
else.
pay out of pocket.
Yep.
That comes out of pocket. Okay. Yeah, because each position is 2 emails.
Correct.
Because you have one for the main and one for the outside.
Correct.
Sometimes some people were thinking it was 1 email for all the outside positions, but those are like a customer. So they have to have an outside position with a separate email for that one. Because that's just like having a customer.
Yep. Good.
Okay, I just want to clear it up because I think some people still don't understand that.
This should be quite clear by now. But like I said, when I do the presentation, it will be.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
You're welcome. Caroline.
Hello, Montalvo and family.
Hello.
I have a question on Team Royal. Well, the position that we get through APD for Team Royal, the 2 positions, do we have to email the document, the Google Doc, back to you with the login information?
The Google Doc, you talking about returning your form?
Uh-huh.
That will be handled by the enroller. You will
Okay.
definitely be sending your link only, nothing else, just
Right.
back to me.
Okay. Just want to be certain. Thank you.
You're welcome. Carla?
Hey, blessings, everyone. Machavo, those individuals that have pulled out because they don't believe or whatever, will they be able to re-enroll with the same email, a promise delivered email, or if they
That really depends on Team Royal. If they're out for too long, I think they're going to squash it. But anybody that's in the back office that's red, let's say they turned it off, they couldn't afford it, whatever the reason, and all of them will be called by me to find out what they're going to do, can actually reinstate those positions as long as it's not been too long that they've taken it out of the system. I know they're talking about doing something called compressing, which will every so often compress the system down to active accounts only, or just the active and the ones that are blue, which may have missed the payment because it's the next day or whatever the issue. There's 3 colors back there. Green's for good, blue is for I missed the payment, red is for I quit. They're going to squash the red ones out.
Okay, and then what about the promise delivered? emails, those that submitted the email to be a part of Promise Delivered, but then said no, they're not going to be a part.
So if they're on the spreadsheet and they have changed their mind, I need to know that information.
Okay, so if they change their mind, they don't want to be a part, but then once they see that your vision works and want to come back, they
They'll
can
have,
still use that same email?
yeah, because I'm gonna take them out of the spreadsheet. It'll be out, it won't even be in the system. So they'll be on the mailing list. I'm pretty sure because everybody that's on that spreadsheet is on a mailing list.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Alan.
Yes. First of all, you said something about international phone. What is this? International phone company?
Yeah, I'm
For
working. That's something I'm working on.
But that's what you were talking about when you said Team Royal is not even doing.
No,
You
Team Royal's not doing what I'm doing with their system.
Okay, as far as building the
Yes.
team that you're doing. Okay, gotcha. Secondly, these other two team leaders with the thousands of people. And you said they're just going to jump right in. They're ready.
Yeah.
When are they going to be contacted? After the whites or
After the whites?
wow. And with that many thousand, they're just going to come in. I'm looking at that chart as to wow.
Yep.
No telling. Okay. Thirdly, when it comes to the LLC, the EIN LLC positions, is it possible? I don't know. This is kind of way out. Is it possible? Is it possible for one of my LLCs to, I guess, purchase the other one so that one would be under or owned by one? That's kind of crazy. No.
Yeah, that's too. They're going too deep.
Yeah, the only reason I'm saying that is because
that's like
what
stacking. I wouldn't do that.
it's like stacking. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
don't
just
stack.
how I wanted to do something with my finances with.
Yeah, I mean,
doing-
you can bring it in, just bring it in solo, and it'll be placed.
Yeah, in one LLC. I'm planning to do that anyway.
Okay, yeah, you could do that, no problem. But don't try to put
Yeah.
everything under.
But don't try to
Yeah,
have
don't stack.
one purchase another one.
Right, don't stack.
Okay. God, I'm just like Sean. I forgot my last question. I had four just like him. He was dealing with these LLCs and the positions. I can't think of it, but
Okay, I can come back. I got three more.
oh, I know. Oh, I think it was answered when you said yeah, jumpstart positions are just jumpstart before, but once you get into APD and you're making money with Team Royal, you said I heard you say you can have as many as you want. You're talking about people can come in and get they can get 3 or 4 LLCs with more positions. Is that what you
Mhm.
meant? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Great. All right. Good enough. I'm done.
All right. Susan.
Good evening.
Good evening.
The monthly does also include the 175 subscription to Promise Delivered, correct?
Okay, 2 different subscriptions, 2 different platforms. So if you were adding up all of your subscriptions total, yes, you can add it like that. But remember, there are royalties coming from a Promise Delivered. You could take care of it out of that.
Gotcha. Oh, got it. Thank you
It's
so
like
much.
you would be taking care of it from Team Royal. Because when you start ranking up, you could be doing 200 a day times 3. That's $600 a day right there. One day will take care of 2 of them.
Got it. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Absolutely. Rhonda?
Hi, the other person kind of asked this, but maybe not exactly how I'm going to. There was a question on the chat and some questions have come to me. I know you're busy about the APD subscription being monthly. And I think, could you just clarify? I think I always thought that was supposed to be a step on level 4, and that's what the website says too. Am I wrong? So I think you just said now it can be paid through commissions, but is that just when people get to level 4, or is that just every
Right.
time
So
I'm sorry.
once you get there and set it up, it's once a month. So you only have to pay that 175 once a month, and it can come from wherever you want to send it from. But like I was just telling a young lady a minute ago, you're getting royalties from every grade in A Promise Delivered, and you should be basically receiving from 2 or 3 positions with Team Royal on a daily process. So the amount coming in versus what's going out is going to be drastically offset. But you could pay that 175 out of the royalties, yes.
Okay, in a sense, Team Royal memberships, it's once a month after you set it up. It has nothing to do with getting to level 4 and paying it there. It's just once a month on a given date, and then you set it up to pay it once a month. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Two, I want to make sure I have this straight. When you were talking tonight about the 2 callers that are going to be calling and the enroller that calls, I have my people set up to call, but they work different shifts. So I heard you say, and I want to make sure I understood it right, that after that enroller calls you, then you could go ahead and call your beneficiary and witness. It doesn't have to, it's not on the same call, is it? Can it be after that?
No, because you gotta figure out first when you want to be called by the enroller after the
Right.
2nd of January.
Right, but then after the enroller calls, I mean, I don't have to, I can have a separate call with the
Yes.
beneficiary,
Yes.
right? Okay, not with them on that call. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought you said, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, bye-bye.
All right. Kay? Kay?
Montavo?
Yes.
Yes, hi. I was just wondering, can I have the same person as the witness and the beneficiary, or have to have 2 different people?
Yeah, you gotta have 2 different people. They can't witness their own beneficiary.
Sleep.
Yep, that's a no.
I have to try to find somebody who will do it. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Like I said, I'll step in for a temporary, but it can't stay there.
Right, that's why I have to find somebody. But thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
Right.
Lydia? Is that Lydia?
Is it Layla?
Layla. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hi, Matavo. I have 3 grandsons. Would I be able to add them on later? They're 11, 15, and 13.
Yeah, you just put them in.
With LLCs and all that?
Oh, are you talking about to join?
Yes.
You have 111.
13 and 15.
Yeah, they would all be under the kids position.
I'm in the hospital, sorry.
And those accounts would be locked until they're 18.
Okay. But it's the same procedure, monthly payment, monthly. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, actually, they can only participate with A Promise Delivered. They can't go into Team Royal.
Okay.
Same thing, that it'll be locked until they get 18.
But would I be able to pay for anything from their, they won't receive royalties, that's what you're saying?
No, I have to keep them locked, but
Yes,
what I can do is work out I'd have to see how I can do that where the obligations can be taken care of.
okay. Okay, so I guess I'll get back with you?
Yep,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. Theo.
Yes, Mentavo. I have one question.
Mhm.
For the testers, when the callers call and everything, when is the payment begin? The 175 for those?
When you talk to the enroller, because
Okay.
during the caller's call, they're going to ask you specific questions and get you all set up. And the part of that call is to find out when you want to be called. And then once you give that date, that's the day that you would be paying the 175.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's it. And then on the second, if I heard correctly, correct me if I did not, that's when the ones who are green coming in?
No, 75.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yep,
Okay.
75, and the kids come in first. Then we go to the greens, and then we go to the whites.
All right. Okay. Thank you for that clarity.
Yep.
And thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Gail.
Hello, Montavo. How are you tonight?
Blessed.
Same. Okay. On grade 4, when we get the $400 voucher, and we would normally pay the $398 for the Team Royal position, my question is, should the company decide to extend the $100 coupon, is there a way to deduct only what we need and I guess keep the rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could just be spending, but you can't use it on yourself. You can use it on someone else. So if they extended that, let's say, hold on.
When we send a link, we send a code.
Right. So you can't sign up yourself. So when if they extend that, what I may do is try to get everybody's codes, and then the enroller would send it along with their, when they send that link out, it would go with the code, and that person could use, whatever minus the 100.
Okay, because I was thinking there's a possibility that could happen. I know it's up to them, but
Yeah, it's up to them.
yes.
I personally just want to use our system, and just, you can give those away as bonuses to people. You can put more people in your system, give them a code and give them one of your downlines link, that type of thing. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that VIP code only goes with your link. So you could sign, new people up direct to you. That's, a possibility. But as far as how they would get service, would create too many legs.
Right. Okay. Okay.
A leg over top of people that I'm already building for you, you would be putting a brand new leg that needs to be filled up, and I'd be pulling away from those who are in the system already. So I would prefer, now this is just me, because we're doing a fully vetted position, these two together coming in under you, there's bonuses to this. If you do the VIP code, they're only going to come in with this. You
Right.
see? And it's not fully vetted. That means they have to, get either enough money together to go get the outside membership, or you put 3 people under them and they only get $50 each, which is the 150 where they can go get fully vetted. But that's time wasted, time lost. We want to put fully vetted positions under everybody.
And keep moving.
And
Right.
keep moving.
Right. Okay.
I
Okay.
appreciate their VIP code, but it doesn't, to me, now this is just my own opinion. You guys check it out yourself and you tell me what you think. It doesn't serve the purpose of what is actually needed for everyone. You already know you need the business position, but you don't make any money with just a business position. You have to have the outside membership, right?
Yeah.
So if the voucher is only getting this, it's running short to me. Promise Delivered is doing this. When you put somebody under yourself that's fully vetted like this, business position, outside membership already together, you get a bonus because they came in fully locked in. That's what the marketing manager over there at Team Royal said. That's ingenious. It's expensive, but it's ingenious. Nobody coming in like this would spend $398. They don't do $249. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even $149, by knocking off $100, they could take that other $100 and put 50 to it and do this, but nobody's explaining it like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Cookies or cupcakes? I like cookies.
Okay. Okay. I was just exploring that as a possibility.
Yep.
So, okay. I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Absolutely.
Okay.
No problem.
Good night.
All right. I hope I didn't confuse everybody. Rhonda?
I apologize for 2 more. Just for the chat, will there be a brand new Zoom link that comes out for the calls that start after January 2nd?
Oh,
Okay,
absolutely.
brand.
Absolutely.
Okay. And my other one was, so I want to be very careful what I say on a public call, and you're aware of this because I've talked to you privately about this, about a person I was going to help, and my idea had been before, I thought we were able to log in and pay for somebody with our own card, and then they could put their card in their back office to be paid. Now it sounds like that payment has to come when that individual is on the call, and of course, I will be on that call. So,
Well, again, if that's the situation, they would include you on that call. So when they choose their date to be called, they should be calling you and say, look, Rhonda, I'm going to do it on Wednesday. And, you could be on the call. The enroller is not going to say yes or no, you can or can't do that. They're just going to walk the individual through the steps needed so that there's no problem. What happens after that? Like, let's say the person that you're helping is going to sign up Tuesday, right? So on Tuesday, they would have you on the call with them, or, you could drop the enroller off after you get all the information. Both y'all stay on there with them, whoever you have, not him, but whoever it is. Once you got all the information, you hang up, and that way the card information is private between you two.
okay, and then if I'm my card and paid that person in, can they change back office so it's their own debit card there afterwards?
Right. So a promise delivered is not going to hold the entry card. It's not going to do it. It's just going to take the 175 or 200. That's it. There's no holding that card in the back office. You won't be able to save it back there. I don't want nobody's card information. I don't want socials on my website. That's why we're using outside companies. But for the most part, when they get to the fourth grade, the third time, when they get to the fourth grade the third time, that's when they have to put a card in there because it's going to take that 175 every month off of that card. So they should have had ample income and means to go get a either crypto debit card or a regular, from the bank or whatever, and put that in there when they get ready to subscribe.
Do it. Okay, so that they don't put their, let's put our real card in until we get to the fourth grade the third time.
Right.
Okay, all right. I appreciate that. Thank you for the answer.
Yep, that'll be like an auto debit. It's not going to hold the card, but it will hit the account.
Okay.
That card would stay on the site only for that purpose of 175, nothing else.
Nothing else, just for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Excuse me.
And to turn the lights out.
I know, right? Let me get these last two. Winnie?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, just for clarity, would I be wrong to say that each business would need a separate e-wallet? Let's say the Jumpstart people will need
every one of those positions will have its own e-wallet.
Okay. That will be it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Every one of them, they're all separate. If you have a Jumpstart, it's going to have its own e-wallet. When you get the first position out of Promise Delivered, it's going to have its own e-wallet. The second one, its own e-wallet. Good? No? You don't get it? What don't you get?
Why did you tell me I have to have separate e-wallet?
Okay, so each account that you have, my sister just asked a similar question. Each account that you have, so if you have a Jumpstart position, you set it up with your outside membership or whatever, and then that's one account. That account needs an e-wallet so that you can get the commissions and whatnot from that account. If you set up a new or another account with a different name and all that stuff, you got to get another e-wallet for it to pay you. You set up another account, it's going to have its own e-wallet. That's why you have to have all these emails. Each one is a separate account by email address. Everybody good on that?
Yeah, but they issue the e-wallets are already automatically in the back office, right?
It is part of the sign-up process. When you finish signing up, your first email from them is going to be a e-wallet registration. The first email is going to be 3 come at once. The first one will say, welcome to such and such. I'm not going to say the name because I'm still recording. The second email is going to be register your e-wallet. Everybody missed that one for some reason. And then the third email, like I said, there's 3 of them. That third email is just, from the company, they're congratulating you and all that. But that second email is where you register the e-wallet for that account. Every time you sign up a brand new account with that email address, they're going to send those 3 emails. They're going to send those 3 emails. If you sign up a position every day for a week, they're going to send 3, send 3, send 3, because each one of those will have its own payment. Good?
And this is for Team Royal?
Yes.
Okay, well, I think with 2 spots, we make enough money. We make about at least 900,000 a month.
Well, I don't want to get into numbers tonight, but yeah, it's definitely rewarding, especially the way we're doing it.
I think that's plenty of money for anybody.
It actually is. All right. Ivy.
Good evening, family.
Hello.
Just a quick question regarding, I'll say payments or signups. Can a person use a credit card? I heard many times it was a debit card as
Credit
preference.
card or debit card until further notice. Credit card, debit card. You can use them both.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Janice.
Yes, sir. Just thinking about the three different accounts in Team Royal. And you mentioned a few times back that we need to keep all of these funds separate. So you wouldn't put one debit card or credit card behind all of these accounts, would we? If we are keeping these funds separate.
Okay, so if when you sign up, let's say that you have your Jumpstart position,
Yeah.
you use your credit card to get it.
Yes.
That's fine. You got it. You go through a promise delivered and you use your credit card again to get your LLC position.
Okay.
It's okay. And then you get to the 4th grade again and you use your credit card one more time to get that 3rd one, right?
Yes.
Now everybody pause for a second. Remember me saying, choose your LLC wisely because we're going to what? Activate them. You're going to register that account. You're going to register that LLC.
Okay. Yes.
When you register the LLC, I'm going to slow down a little bit. When you register that first LLC, right? You go to the state, you get it registered, it's doing business as and all of that. I think it's like 175. Well, every state is different. Whatever it is, you pay that. Now, watch this. You take the EIN to that position. You go to the bank and say, I want to open up a checking and savings account for my business. And here's the EIN number, right? They're going to sit down. They're going to open an account. You put the money in. You have an account, right?
Yes.
You're going to get a debit card for that account. Once you get your debit card, you're going to log into your LLC that you bought with the credit card.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to go to billing. You're going to update the card that's going to be taken or making the payment for it, right?
Yes.
You take the credit card out and put its own brand new debit card under the business name. Everything is solid.
Understood.
All right. So all of those funds are not commingled. They're not on one card. As we go through the system and you get the funds to do so, you register these LLCs. Do not leave them just as a blank LLC and collect that money.
Okay.
That's how you get in trouble.
Okay.
That's why I was asking everyone, when you create these LLCs, make the name of it something that you might want to do. Like me, I like growing things. I got stuff growing in my living room, right? Plant this or Green Thumb LLC, whatever. So down the line, when I get bored of putting people in, I can go start planting stuff and use that LLC to sell stuff and make money with that. But it's a real LLC. It's a real business. So that way, everything is separated. And it's by name. So it'll be Green Thumb on Team Royal. It'll be, I don't know, Knives R Us. You know, you can sell knives.
Mm-hmm.
LLC. You go get a bank account. Once you get the Knives R Us registered, you go get the bank account, switch it out. All your accounts have different banking that's connected to the name of the entity that you're doing.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Geronimo, you get the last question.
Well, thank you.
Yes, sir.
My question is, how soon after January the 2nd do you think that we'll be able to start using our funds in the back office?
Once all the 75 are in, I'll open up the back office. If you are not one of the 75, then when you get put in, it'll already be a live back office.
So you can't really estimate how long it will take you to put those 75 in.
Because we're talking calling people, we're talking, you know, folks being prepared if they listen to what I asked them to do tonight, which is call your beneficiaries. But if they're your kids, you don't have to call them. But some people have other people in other states that they have to, you know, get this approval from. Call them now before I start loading. Even if you're not the first 75, call them so that when you make your appointment with the caller, when the enroller calls you, the person that's going to be your beneficiary knows on Tuesday at 3 o'clock, they're expecting a phone call from you.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me stop the YouTube.